Hello, 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 and good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. This is Caron. Thank you for joining me in the craft room. And today I am doing something that I love to do. We are in the middle of a new catalog. Actually, we're about to start a new catalog, not in the middle. And y'all, I got my catalog. I got my catalog. The September to December 2023 mini catalog is out. It's available, and we can start purchasing from the catalog on September 6th of 2023. Now, if you are a current Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, or if you join Stampin' Up! In this month of March, you can pre-order from this catalog. So guys, guess what are we doing here today? I am here today to share with you an unboxing video. What is an unboxing video? Well, like I just mentioned, as a demonstrator, we get to pre-order early, and I'm going to share with you those items and things that I was able to pre-order. For the mini catalog, there was no limits on what you could purchase, limits in terms of which items. There's some limits on consumables versus non-consumables. Those were the only limits on what you could order as a part of your pre-order. Sorry about that, you guys. It's the time of day when the ice cream truck comes through the neighborhood, so you'll hear the little thing. So one of the rules of Stampin' Up! Is we are unable to share with you the inside of the catalog. We can show you the cover, and we can share with you the back of the catalog. I'm going to have my address, but we cannot share with you anything from the inside of the catalog. So if you see me pulling it and hiding it, that's exactly what it is. I don't want to go to Stampin' Up! Jail, and I don't want to hide. I just don't want to get in any trouble. If you don't have a catalog, y'all, please reach out to me. If you are one of my VIP customers, you will have already received your catalog, or it should be on the way, because I believe somewhere around this time, the catalogs have been sent out. If you don't have a demonstrator and you would love to have a demonstrator, I would love to serve in that capacity for you. Please reach out to me, or just go to my website, www.stampinup.net. www.sweetsignatures.stampinup.net, and just go and add yourself as a VIP customer. Make sure you enter your information, and I will reach out to you as soon as possible to get you a catalog. All right, so how are we going to do this, right? So what I did was I ordered one complete suite, and I'm going to share that suite with you. And then what I'm going to end up doing is waiting until I'm going to do all of the designer series papers towards the end. I'm going to do everything else in between except what coordinates with that suite. I am going to be doing a paper share. The paper share is just that. There are 15 new designer series / pattern papers in the catalog, 15 new and distinctive ones that you will get. If you participate in the paper share, you get a portion of each of the prints that's in the new catalog. All right, so let's go, because I'm excited. I've had this order for, I don't know, about a week now, almost a week now, and I haven't opened any of it, and I'm just excited to get it started with you. All right, so we're going to cover the bundle. And it's called the Garden Walk Bundle. And I'm going to share with you what's included in that bundle. Now I got to open my catalog, which I can't do it on screen, so hold on. The Garden Walk Bundle is on page 52 to 54 of the catalog, and it includes the punch, the stamp set, some ribbon, designer paper, and some gems. All right, so let's get this in here. And I'm wanting to make sure that you see it all as it pertains to the gems. Okay. All right. So the suite itself is $69.75. That's the value of the suite. And in the suite you get the punch. And this is called the Modern Oval Punch. Okay. And what I'm going to do right now is, one of the things I should always do is I'm going to cut a piece of designer paper, basic white paper. Because what I've started doing is I've been punching out a piece of, every time I get a new punch, I punch it just to make sure that I know what the dimensions are, and I have everything that I can use for a template. Okay, so what I have been doing is, let me just make sure that my sizes are right. So all of the punches that I get, I cut a piece, I believe it's 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 is what I've been doing, and I punch on it just to make sure that I have. And when I'm needing to line things up, then I just go ahead, pull it off, whichever one I'm going to use, so I can see what's going to fit and what's not. So 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. Let me bring my trimmer out. And yes, I am organizing a little bit while I am talking to you and getting ready. Okay. And again, it's 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. So this size should already be 4 1/4, and it is. So I need this to be 3 1/4. And then all I do is I go ahead and I punch it. So I see where that fits this way, but it can also, you can also see that if you cut a piece of cardstock that's 3 1/4 wide, you should be able to punch this as well. Okay, so this is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, and you can see that it fits in either orientation, and if that gives you any kind of planning for your project. Okay, so I'm going to put it here, punch that out. And then I still have to label this, so I'm not going to put it away just yet, but I am going to put it aside. And eventually what I will do is I will have my label printed, and then I will just add this right to my D-ring for posterity stake. So here we go. The other also that's included in the garden walk are these beautiful pearls, and they're called blooming pearls. And let's see what the catalog, can you see what the pearls look like? I don't know if that's better for you. Can you see that? I know I have the light on, so I'm trying to make sure that you can see the colors. This is kind of like, let me tell you exactly what colors these are. Let me grab the catalog, and then that way I can tell you specifically what colors are in the gem pack. All right, so it's petal pink, pretty peacock, garden green, and gold. Petal pink, pretty peacock, garden green, and gold are the colors that's in this pack. Okay. Absolutely gorgeous, and you guys know I love my gems. I love my my bling, my sparklies. I love it. Oh, this has to go in here too. Sorry. How do you guys store your your embellishments? Oh, I'm always looking for ideas for storage for my embellishments. If you have any great tips, definitely please feel free to share it with me. I tried putting them in those little photo books. I didn't like that. they got to be, well, because of how many I have, it got to be so full that it was bulky, and then it was issues trying to figure out how to store those. So that as an idea just didn't work out for me as well as I thought it would. All right, so that's that one. And then we have the braided linen trim. This is in, looks like Calypso Coral. It is Calypso Coral. And this is 1/4 inch trim. I'm sorry, it's 3/16 of an inch. So you should be able to tie bows and knots with this fairly easily. Oh, also, if you have ideas as to how you're storing these, yeah, definitely point those out to me as well. So we talked about the punch. Our stamp set is photopolymer. The sentiments are: enjoy your special day, best wishes for a fun-filled future together, wishing you the warm blessings of Christmas, it's your birthday. So this is a multi-seasonal stamp set. This is not just a holiday stamp set. And I'm going to do a little of a side. Our September to December mini catalog, we typically refer to it as our holiday catalog. One, because it includes, it covers, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. So it's generally considered our holiday catalog. But some of the stamp sets that's in there, they are multi-seasonal. They're not just Christmas. And as you can see, you can use this set for multiple purposes. Okay? So this is what this is going to look like. And what's important, so one of the new papers is our designer series paper. All right, the garden walk, this comes in 6x6, and it color coordinates with Calypso Coral, Garden Green, Mossy Meadow, Poppy Parade, Pretty Peacock, and Wild Wheat. Those are the colors that's in the designer series papers. Let's take a walk through the prints. There are 48 sheets in the pack. And here's our first print. Well, there's 48 sheets in the pack, not 48 prints, 48 sheets. And they're all double-sided. 1, 2, 3. There's 6 sheets each of 8 designs. 6 times 8 is 48, right? So there's 6 of 6 prints. We'll count as 6 sheets of 8 different prints. So this is our first side, and one of Stampin' Up's side is always more of a busy, quote-unquote busy print, and then the other side is a little bit more muted that you can use for non-seasonal, non-specific, and so that's what the other side is. Okay, so here's print number 1, print number 2. Here's print number 2. I like the stripes. Definitely more masculine on this one. So I would tend to say this is, I don't make a lot of masculine cards with a whole lot of flowers, but I would definitely use the stripes as masculine prints. So there you go with stripe with number 1 and 2. Again, the floral images on the front. And here's your diagonal stripes on the back. Here's our prints. And our reverse side. These flowers, most of them are a little bit bold. Now, as much as I don't generally send mail cards with flowers, I think maybe because some of the background on this one is a little bit more muted tones, I may potentially play around with it. It would more than likely be an accent piece, not necessarily the main focal piece, but it could use as a masculine side. All right, so here's our next, and here's the back, and here's our last. And this, well, we have two more, I apologize. This is kind of like poinsettias. And here you go, the back, and our last print, and the back. So what I'm going to do is, and I'm going to share this step with you. This will be a little bit of card making that we're going to do on the back. Well, not project making. When I get these 6x6 packs from Stampin' Up, what I tend to do is I create my little folders. To store the paper packs, okay? To store the papers. And here's an example of one of those storage. We're going to create one of these today on camera just to share with you how we do this and how we store our 6x6 packs. All right, so that's it for the first collection. And now that is, like I said, that is the only suite of products that I got. I have parts and pieces of others, but I mainly concentrated in my pre-order on getting the designer series paper. So this sparkle ribbon, and it is sparkly, you guys. This is part of the bear, I don't know how to say that word, berry, like in bear. Berry Christmas. That's page 22 to page 24 of the catalog. Okay. Now I don't have that set. I don't have, the only thing I purchased from that collection is the designer paper. I purchased the ribbon, and I purchased the embellishments and the embossing folder. I wasn't too sure if I was going to get the suite or not, so I was about it. So here we go. So the paper, I'm not going to open this, but it is very, very sparkly. You can see it just by, you know, how the light is hitting it. This is gorgeous, and it is a balmy blue, and it is 3/8 inch. Okay, I can't wait to tear into this. And here are our gems. Now these gems are adhesive back sequins, so they're not like pearls or rhinestones, but they're sequins, and they're all like glittery and sparkly. Love it. And in the suite, we also have this 3D embossing folder that is snowflakes. Now, one of the things I'm going to try to do for you later today is also to cut a piece of basic white and run it through the machine so you can actually see what it looks like. But today we're just unboxing. So you can see, I don't know if you can, oops, the light is there. I don't know if you can see it or not, if it's clear. But we have, I mean, there's so much detail. Oh. I don't know if you can see. Oh, there you go. I saw just a little bit of it. If you can see the added dimension and textures in this folder. I can't wait to run it through the machine for you guys so you can see it. All right, so the other stamp set that I purchased, the other things, I'm going to turn my light back on. The other embossing folder that I received or purchased was the Christmas Tidings embossing folder. I love these types of embossing folders, and I'll tell you why. They make your card making so very simple. They pretty much do all the work for you. Christmas Tidings. You maybe add a bow, a ribbon, some sparkles, and maybe even a sentiment strip, and this card is done. Okay, so it has sentiments such as Christmas tree tidings, decorations, love, elf, holly, words that are holiday specific. You can find in this embossing folder. Now, because of the orientation of this folder, you guys, if you put your cardstock in here, the print is generally going to run, what is that, horizontal, right? So the print is this way. So if you're going to want to put a piece of, if you want your design grab a piece of paper here. So if you're going to do your project in portrait style, then you don't have a problem. You just put your paper cardstock in this way, and it'll automatically emboss your cardstock, right? But if you want to do, I tend to do cards that are portrait style generally. So you're going to end up having to run your piece of your cardstock in the machine like so to get whichever part you're trying to get highlighted in the frame, okay? Because that's how that's going to work. Okay, now as you can see, it doesn't all fit in the frame. So generally how I would use this embossing folder is I would maybe trim it down to a piece that's maybe 3 1/4 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, maybe something like this. And then I would end up matting or layering it to create the ultimate design, something like that. Okay, just an idea, just a thought, something for you to work with. Okay, let's put this away. All right, what else did I grab? I'm really trying to, I'm definitely gonna get with the papers for you guys, but I want to make sure that it's the, I don't want to say it's the last thing, but going through the papers. Okay, so more gems. Now, if you want all of the gems in the catalog, you guys, or you go to the index. So if you go to the index for accents and embellishments is on page 77. And what these are adhesive backed speckled dots. And those are found on page 43. So when I go to page 43, that is part of the All About Autumn collection. I don't have that one, but it's more than likely one that I am going to get. So can't wait to open it and see what's in this. In that bundle, you'll have the gems. Of course, you have the stamp and die bundles. You have 2 different papers in there, DSP and specialty paper. You also have a ribbon and an embossing folder. So that's this speckled adhesive dots. And if you look at them, you can see that when it says it's speckled, it seems like there's little glitter, bits of glitter that's in there that gives it a speckled look. All right, so the next set of adhesives that we have, y'all, is the, which one is that one? It's the iridescent adhesive backed discs. That's what that's called. It's on page 9. If you have your catalog, you can go to page 9 and you'll see how they use it there. And that coordinates with the Merry, Bold, and Bright Sweet collection. Okay. All right. What else did we get? Next thing is these embossing. I'm sorry. These masks. Stampin' Up calls them masks. I call them stencils. They're the same things. To me, the language is a little bit interchangeable. So in this Abundant Beauty Decorative Masks pack, we have 7 different stencils. Seven, y'all. 7 different stencils. Go, right? And let's see what we can do about that. So we have, we have some leaves for like our fall occasion. We have some snowflakes. And you guys, this is very good quality Mylar. Okay, now you should still be delicate with your stencils, but the thickness and the quality of these are such that you don't have to like baby them a little bit. Now you still have to be gentle, especially around those areas where it's very thin, but it's still excellent quality. And then we have this 4-pack that will create, I think this is a sunflower, I think. Okay, some leaves for that, the centers, and some definition. I'm probably going to play with this one pretty soon just so you can see how these stencils look and work together. Alrighty. We're getting there. We're almost getting there. I'm excited as you are just to get to the paper. Okay. All right. So let's put this on side. So there's 2 other stamp sets that I purchased, and you guys are absolutely gonna love them. So the first is So Sincere. You guys, I love a good sentiment stamp, and I love a good script. Sorry, I had to drink a little bit of water. And by script, I mean the font. Okay, so the sentiments in this kit are you're in my heart and prayers. Hope you're feeling better soon. Hope your day is a happy one. Be grateful for what you have. Be proud of who you are. Just for you. So very proud of you. So thankful for you. Your kindness is so appreciated. Just love spending time with you. Knowing you brings joy to my heart. And of course, happy birthday. This is a $1 million stamp. Let me see if it says whose stamp set this is. I know it typically says on there, and of course their script is probably so small that I can't see it. But I will definitely get that information for you, and I can tell you whose $1 million stamp it is. I just can't see that. All right, so here's the stamp set. It is red rubber. Beautiful. And you guys, I watched another demonstrator put together her cling stamps, and oh my god, that just made life so much easier. And I have to share that with you. That'll be a tip that I share with you. All right, the other stamp set that I have is, I could not resist this one. Always with me. Okay. First, my mother, forever my friend. Joy. I am who I am because of you. Love you. You're my greatest gift. Now, you guys, these sentiments here, except for the ones that's specifically about mom, you can use these for your dad. Just switch this out, and I think it's By My Side is the name of the set that's in the annual catalog. Switch out the sentiments and use those for your dad, or that special male figure in your life. Use those images. Okay. There's 8 stamp sets in here, 8 stamps. It is a photopolymer. I'm sorry, it is a cling stamp. Of course, I gotta go put those together. And now, you guys, I'm excited because it's paper time. I already shared with you the one paper that's in the catalog that came with the Garden Walk bundle. Let's get started. And I'm pulling them in no specific order. Okay. This is the All About Autumn 6x6. Coordinates with Cajun Craze, Copper Clay, Crushed Curry, Early Espresso, Moody Mauve, Mossy Meadow, Pretty Peacock, Pumpkin Pie, and Berry Vanilla. Now, it's not saying that you can't use any other colors that you have in your stash. It's just those are the colors that's found prominently in the paper. You guys, this first print is like amazing. I mean, you just let the paper do the work. You don't have to do anything else. All right, so here we go. Look at this. Is this not the most gorgeous paper in the world? Look at that. Who wants to use that? And the back, a little bit of glitter, or not glimmer, foil that goes through the paper. This next one reminds me of cable knit sweater. Don't you think? A cable knit sweater. And look at that. Gorgeous. All right. I mean, Stampin' Up, I think, has outdone themselves with this particular. Look at this print. Do you remember a couple seasons back we had, I want to call it something of frost. It was kind of like the a pink and a blue color, but it was like a photograph of a winter scene that you could stamp directly on it, and it would do the work. Y'all, oh my gosh, look at this. I'm gonna have to get at least 2 more packs of this paper just because I can't decide which side I would use. I love it both. Okay, here's some plank, wood slats, timber maybe. Oh, look at this. Oh, definitely fall colors. Love it. Another fall scene. Look at that. Oh, I'm in love with this paper. This is just another sweater print to me. It's not cable knit. Not sure what I would call this one. But look at this amazing print right here, y'all. Look at that. All right, the next one. We can all tell what season this is. And here's... I just lose my breath every single time. I lose my breath. Library. Definitely some masculine prints on this one that you can use, but you can use it any way to which you desire. More foliage. This is a leather seats. Look at that. A leather couch, right? And this is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, I just love them all. If you have a favorite print of the ones that I just showed you from this pack, just leave me a comment on the replay and let me know what your favorite is. And this is the last. I mean, just absolutely gorgeous, this pack of paper. And again, there's 48 sheets, and this is the All About Autumn paper pack. There is a coordinating suite of paper for that that set of paper. There is a coordinating suite collection. Okay. Now this one will be fun. You can't see you can't really see what it's supposed to do in the light. This is our glow in the dark 6x6 paper. It's not dark, so you won't see it glow. But it is textured paper. It's not dark enough. It is a single-sided sheet of paper, and there are 8 sheets, but it's glow in the dark. This coordinates with a set that's in the catalog. I want to say it coordinates with a set, so perfect for Halloween. Okay, perfect for Halloween. All right, let's get started, you guys. We're going to open, and again, we are not opening any of them in any specific order. I am just grabbing them and going, okay? All right, so the first pack we're going to open is, you can tell. This is from the Oh Holy Night suite. The Oh Holy Night suite can be found on page 14 to 17 of the annual catalog. And here's where we're starting with, y'all. Look at this. This pack has, let's see, it's a 12 by 12. There's 12 sheets. Basic black, boho blue, copper clay, crumb cake, misty moonlight, night of navy, pebbled path, and very vanilla. There's 12 sheets, like I said. Let's see. There's 2 sheets of each. So here is our front design. Okay. And here is our back. Very soft, very muted. Let's print 1 and 2. Here's our second. More like the desert-ish. And here's the second print. That's where the Cajun craze comes in. I love this paper. I mean, it is definitely perfect for the holidays. Look at this. This is our starry sky. And here's the back. Our next sheet is just kind of like an ombre sheet from the light blue into the darkest blue black. And check this out. This is what the other side is. Ah, man. Okay. Our next print, the town of Bethlehem with the starry sky. Look at that. And look at the reverse side. Our next print, more starry sky, and then a more neutral tone in the card pack. So that's it for the Oh Holy Night 12 by 12 designer series paper. So when we do our paper share, what are you going to get? Well, historically, I cut them into 6 by 6 sheets because that is easiest for shipping. So you will get a front and back, so you'll pretty much get a 1/6, or not a 1/6, 1/4 of each pack, provided there's that many pieces to go around, okay? So you'll get 1/4 of each pack, but it will be cut into 6 by 6 pieces. Okay. All right. So the next that we're going to look at, and again, I'm not doing this in any order. This is called Thembones, Thembones. I believe they are. This is on page 48 to 49 of the catalog. I believe the glow in the dark is part of this suite. Let me just check. Let me do a little sneak peek in the catalog. It is. So the glow in the dark paper is a part of this collection. So let's open it up and see what we got. All right, so this is one of those packs that you won't get. I won't really cut this piece in half. So you won't get, this one won't cut just because of how it cuts, and we're unable to give each person a good true representation of this particular print. So you won't get 1/8 of this, okay? So the front side, so you can make different size cards here and here that's already done, that maybe you just need to add a sentiment or a punch or something that will finish up this card. And here's the back side. It says boo and eek, eek. I'm not really a Halloween person. It's not a holiday that I really appreciate, for lack of a better term. I don't really appreciate it very much. When we were younger, our parents we never did the trick-or-treating thing. That was just not a thing in our household. Okay, so I never did get into Halloween. It wasn't a big thing in my life growing up. Oh, I love the plaid. Look at this plaid. So for me, mostly on this paper pack, it seems to me I would more than likely be using the reverse side a little bit more. then I would be using the printed side, just because I'm not a big Halloween person. Okay, and here we have these sheets. Again, cut these into thirds, so you can do 12 cards. 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry, 6 cards. 4 by 5 1/4. Just stamp a sentiment, and this card is done. You got some cards already done. Okay. I could use this as a neutral, and here's the other side. Okay. So that's it for our Them Bones Designer Series paper collection. All right, so next we're going into the Berry Christmas, one with the polar bears. Now this suite, like I talked to you before, has a Stampin' Die. I'm sorry, Stampin' Punch. And I'm pretty sure that the punch, we can punch these guys out. I think, let's see, what does the punch look like? Page 22 to 24. I don't have the punch yet, so I'm not able to, okay, so, yep. So this is the one with the walking. So I think it's this one that we can punch out. I think it's this one. Yeah, so we'll be able to punch one of these bears out from the designer paper. So coordinating colors with this suite or designer is Balmy Blue, Crumb Cake, Crushed Curry, Flirty Flamingo, Lemon Lolly, Misty Moonlight, Mossy Meadow, Night of Navy, Old Olive, Pecan Pie, Real Red, and Very Vanilla. Okay, so here's our first print. And the reverse. Okay. Here's our second print. We have our little polar bears out on their ice pads, glacier pads, whatever you want to call them. And here's the reverse side. This reminds me of some sweaters, the prints on the sweaters. And here's the reverse side. Here we have more polar bears and Christmas trees on the other side. We have snowflakes and paw prints in the sand, bear prints in the sand with some gifts. We have some gifts. And we have our sweater print in a mossy meadow color. Alrighty. What's next? We have next Winter Meadow. Oh boy. The Winter Meadow Suite. Let me see, what page is that? The Winter Meadow Suite is on page 36 through 38 of the catalog, 36 through 38. And this collection, this suite collection comes with a Stampin' Die bundle. We have the gems, which we shared with you earlier. There's some white ribbon, which I don't have. There's some specialty paper and the designer series paper. I'm sharing with you the designer series paper now. And the designer series paper coordinates with Basic Black, Blueberry Bushel, Garden Green, Lost Lagoon, Misty Moonlight, Moody Mauve, Pebbled Path, Pretty Peacock, Shaded Spruce, and Smoky Slate. Y'all, this is another example of an instance when the paper can do all of the work for you, okay? If you cut this paper right, the paper will do the work for you, okay? So here's our front side, and here's our back. Love it. Here's our second print. Look at this, y'all. What happened there? Okay, look at that. The little deer in the tree line. Again, let the paper do all of the work for you. If you have the Grassy Grove die set, you could use that to augment and make this a very pretty decent card. Here's the second side, second print. All right, we have our next print. Now this is kind of like a matte finish on our designer paper. It's not glossy per se. It is still good quality thickness. Here we have a winter scene. Again, the paper can do all of the work. The back side. And this collection is called Winter Meadows. Look at this beautiful piece of designer paper. This is gorgeous. The other side. This reminds me of skiing down the skiing, and then you can slalom. I think that's what it's called, a slalom. Is that what it's called? And the back side is gorgeous as well. Look at this. Okay. Now this is from, again, the Winter Meadow collection, the suite. The suite in and of itself consists of, like I said, the stamp and die bundle. Let me see if I can pull the specialty paper so I can share with you that one at the same time. And again, you in that paper share, you will get a sample of all of these papers. And for the cost of the paper share, you will get the memory and more card pack from the, oh my God, I can't say that. Berry, oh, yeah, that one. I can't say it without tripping over my tongue. So this is the specialty designer paper that coordinates in that Winter Meadow suite. It is not double-sided, so you get 2 sheets of 3 prints. So you have one, let's see what it's, where did it go? So they are Lost Lagoon and Silver, okay? Look at that. Look at that shimmer, you guys. So this is a Lost Lagoon. Again, there's nothing on the front, nothing on the back. It is single-sided. Here's our silver. And then here's our high foil print. Okay? Love it. Okay? Whew. So the next we're going to talk about is the Joy of Christmas. This designer paper coordinates with the Joy of Christmas suite that's on page 28 through 31. Now in that suite you get also, this one you get 2 stamp and die bundles. The Joy of Noel bundle as well as the Christmas Classic bundle. You'll get loose holly gems in sequence. You'll get black and very vanilla 3/8 inch ribbon, checked ribbon. You have specialty designer series paper and the Joy of Christmas paper, which is what I'm getting ready to show you now. So this paper pack coordinates with Cherry Cobbler, Old Olive, Pecan Pie, Pebbled Path, Real Red, and Shaded Spruce. Let's just go through these paper, y'all. Let's just go through the paper. Look at this already. Reminds me of a little painting. Look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? It is double-sided. Again, 2 sheets, 6 designs, total of 12. Okay. I'm loving this front side. Some checks, plaid. Definitely you can incorporate this into the All About Autumn, making a scene of some sort. Here's our next. And then we have musical notes on the back. And this is upside down, by the way. This is one directional, so if you're going to use this side, it is directional. Make sure your staffs and your clefs are where they need to be in the right direction, okay? All right, so this, what is it? This is the next print. This reminds me of, what is it? Some festive foliage? I can't remember. Look at this. This red is so vivid. Love it. Then we have some red plaid, and the reverse print is more musical notes. Again, make sure that it's directionally in the right direction. Look at this, guys. Love it. So this will make a great paper, obviously perfect for the holidays. All right, so the next coordinating pack that comes with that is, what else comes with that one? This one. Okay, so that pairs with the Joyful Specialty Designer Series paper. And I'm going to share with you what this is. There's 8 sheets in here of this 12 by 12. And there is, it's not, our Specialty Designer Series papers generally are not double-sided. So here we go. First print. Our second print. More of the wooded prints. And then we have our musical notes. Two each of 4 prints. And here's our last. Okay. These two are by far my favorites. By far my favorites in the pack. All right. So we're done with the Joyful 12 by 12 Designer Series Specialty paper. And now we come to Shining Brightly. Which one does Shining Brightly go with? Oh, this one, the Shining Brightly coordinates with is part of the Oh Holy Night bundle or suite. So again, this is 8 pieces of specialty paper, which means there are only 8 in the sheet, so it's 2 each. Oh, in this case, 1, 2, 3. Look at the first one, leaves. And they're all like, look like foil, right? So there's the first. Here's our second print. And here's our third print. Definitely you can use this to augment the Designer Series paper. Excuse me, let me grab a drink. I'm sorry. Ooh, that's good. And then we have 3 prints actually they're the same print, just different in the very vanilla shade, okay? We have our starry sky, and then we have our leaves. All right. We are almost done, you guys. Almost, almost, almost. So this is our paper from our Merry, Bold, and Bright. This is one of the fun packs in the new catalog. And by fun, I mean it's not traditional Christmas. So it's a little bit more fun with the string of lights. And this is Blueberry Bushel, Crushed Curry, Flirty Flamingo, Granny Apple Green, Lemon Lime Twist, Melon Mambo, Pool Party, Poppy Parade, and Shaded Spruce are the coordinating colors in this card pack, okay? So, oops. Let's grab the paper out. And then I'll get ready to share with you what's in it. There are 12 sheets. 2 designs, not on this one. 4 sheets. Oh, it's a little different. Okay, let's go through them, okay? Because they're a little different. So it's our first print. And notice these are those, I don't know what you call those little lights, right? But they're not the bulb lights like this one. Okay, and here's our back. Here's our little string of bulb lights in the back. Our rainbow pattern dots. And of course we're fa-la-la-la-lying. Fa-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Then we have some colorful designer stripes. Our stars on the back. And we have larger dots, circles. And the back. And here we go with the last print. As you can see, these are little trees. All right. Were you counting? That was 13. All right, next we have is their oxidized copper. There's 4 sheets in here of copper and Pretty Peacock, so that's probably 2 sheets of each. It says copper and Pretty Peacock, right? So there's 2 sheets, single-sided. This one is more Pretty Peacock and copper, and then copper and copper. I'm going to be making a lot of sparkly cards for this holiday season, y'all. Alrighty. Last for our is our Melon Mambo and Granny Apple Green foil sheets, okay? There are 4 sheets, which should tell you that there's 2 sheets of each in the Melon Mambo print and the Granny Apple Green print. All right, so that's it, you guys. That's all we have for our designer paper. So before I wrap it up, what I want to share with you is how I end up putting my my 6x6 papers away when I get them. I do sometimes go and buy sleeves, paper sleeves, those acetate or the sheets for storage. But you guys, you can always create storage. We're paper crafters, right? So we can always create our own storage solutions with the paper that we already have. So I'm gonna find my envelope punch board. Give me 1 second. I did not have it readily available. I do not have it readily available. Give me 1 moment. Go grab that. Used it in another room, so I've got to go grab it. I thought I left it in here, but it's not. But I'm going to share with you how to create these envelopes even if you don't have an envelope punch board. Very easy. All right, so if you don't have an envelope punch board, if we're using an envelope punch board, we start with a piece of cardstock that is 9 7/8 by 9 7/8. So we're going to start with that. And so you're going to need to kind of know which side you want to use as your inside and your outside. And really, because we're using it for storage, I don't really pay that much attention, okay? So, not really. So you lay your cardstock, if you're using this without an envelope punch board, and you kind of keep your cardstock on the diagonal. And what I tend to do is I make sure that I score or I burnish so I know where it's at already, right? So that's on that side. And then I do the same to all 4 sides. The other 3 sides, I should say, right? Burnish. And you're going to do this because when you remove your sample, that way you'll know where to burnish your folds at, right? So here we go again. I'm going to burnish. Like so. And then I'm going to do this 1 more time. Okay. 1 more time. Okay. So now that we have some burnished lines, like we're going to take our paper out. And we're just going to do exactly that because we have our 2 lines. So now we know where it needs to be burnished, here and here. And then here, because we already did them, right? So then we have our lines. We're going to burnish all the way around just like we did before. Okay, Now one of our sides, it's not really going to matter a lot if we burnish this 2 lines on each side, but we're going to burnish them all just to be on the safe side, okay? And I'm doing this way just for you to see that you, even though it's great to have the envelope punch board, it is not a must in your craft room if it's not a high priority item for you, okay? So you can do this without owning an envelope punch board. Okay. So once we score these lines, we have like we've done now, and we've burnished them. Then we're going to find each of the corners and we're going to notch these out. We're going to take these out on 3 of the sides. Okay. Okay. Now one of our sides, we're going to use these as the bottom, right? So one of our sides, we're going to leave right down. Okay. Just like this. Looking for my... Now for this project, you guys, you need score tape, you need liquid glue, or you need some kind of, I personally would not use regular adhesive. Use a Seal Plus, just because you need a strong hold. I prefer Caron tape or the red tape, but some sort of a strong bond tape is what you're going to need. So we're just going to grab our little tabs in, because that's what we created here. And I'm going to let this dry for a second, right? Because I'm going to put my paper pad right back in there. I'm going to make sure I don't have, I had some adhesive in there. Okay. And I don't want to mess my stuff up. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to put this back in here, like so. Make sure the tabs fold in. All right. Now, cut this off. Okay. And then you get to decide. It's a little bit more straight, even, and consistent when you do with the punch board, but the point is to make sure that you have a sleeve that you can use to pull and grab, store your card stock. So, oops, let's grab this. Let me find my score tape. That way we'll have a very strong bond. I would think my score tape would be somewhere around, but it's not. Okay, so we're going to make this work. And we don't want a lot of adhesive spooshing out, you guys. We definitely don't want that. So we're going to grab this and we're going to grab this. I think I want it this way. And it doesn't really matter. Okay? And I'm going to put some adhesive on this corner right here. Okay? I'm also going to put a little bit here. All right? And then I'm going to close this so it sets on both sides. And then I'm going to put something heavy on it just so that it can sit there overnight and dry into place securely. But the most important part of this is to make sure that you don't use too much liquid adhesive if that's what you're going to use and have a lot of spillover, okay? Because we don't want it to stick to your paper that's on the inside. And then when I'm done with this, what I'm going to do is prepare a label, and my label is going to have the name of the designer series paper, like the item number, the price of it, and then the coordinating colors, so that it'll all be right here. So when I reach for this pack to use it, I have everything at a glance, telling me what it is I need to complete this project. Okay, so guys, hopefully you had you enjoyed the walkthrough with my unboxing of the items that I purchased in the catalog. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more, because of course there should be more coming as I unbox. And guys, if you like this video, this unboxing video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment for me leave comments for me, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. On that note, you guys, thank you for watching today. Godspeed and enjoy. Have a blessed day.